glucose, insulin, needles, 3 words that are most commonly associated with diabetes. Diabetes is incredibly common and affects millions of people every day. However, it can be prevented. During this speech, I'll discuss what diabetes is, the causes of diabetes, and the treatments associated I've done hours of research in the library databases, as well as worked closely fundraising and working for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. First, I will discuss what diabetes is, then I will discuss the causes of diabetes, and lastly, I will discuss the treatments for people affected by the disease. Diabetes has many causes and many treatments, and it affects the lives of many people around the world. According to an article in Nursing for Women's Health, over 24 million Americans have diabetes. Diabetes is basically a disease where the body has trouble processing sugars and other vital nutrients. Should it go untreated, there will be severe consequences. These include loss of sight and problems with the heart and the kidneys. There are 2 types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. Type 1 is where the body produces no insulin whatsoever. Type 2 is where the body produces a little insulin, however, it's not enough for daily life. Now that you know what diabetes is, I will talk about the causes and risk factors associated with the disease. According to an article titled Diabetes in Nursing Standard, the causes of type 1 diabetes are unknown. Type 1 diabetes is most often diagnosed in childhood or early adolescence. However, scientists have been unable to associate major risk factors or symptoms with the disease. According to an article called Type 2 Diabetes in the same journal, type 2 diabetes is most closely related to obesity. Type 2 diabetes is the most common of the 2 and has many risk factors associated with it. These include family history, age, and ethnic background. According to another article titled Diabetes in South Asian People, type 2 diabetes actually has a higher risk of development in this specific ethnic background. However, the reason for that is unknown. Type 2 diabetes also slowly develops over time before it becomes apparent. Now that I've illustrated some of the causes of the disease, I will describe the treatment options for those affected. According to an article titled Recent Advances in Diabetes, diabetes is one of the most serious challenges to healthcare today. The first step in defense against diabetes is making minor lifestyle changes and improving your health. These can include watching what you eat and exercising regularly. According to the article in Nursing for Women's Health, experts say that you should follow the 3 E's: eat better, eat less, and exercise. The most important treatment for diabetes involves blood glucose regulation. Those taking insulin medication need to check their blood glucose levels multiple times to make sure that they're getting the right dosages. So first I discussed what diabetes is, then I discussed the causes of the disease, and lastly I discussed the treatment options for those affected by it. Living with diabetes is something that millions of people are faced with around the world, but prevention can be as easy as small lifestyle changes.